There's also a brilliant article, actually, our most read article, that talks about some of the Pimco point of view on what vaccinations mean for the world recovery. Are we a little bit too optimistic that getting herd immunity means that actually we're rid of COVID-19?
Oh, I'm no virologist, and I can't say, but I think we are hoping certainly that we'll get critical mass in the second half of 2021, and we're going to see a rather strong recovery, and in some places maybe already from the second quarter. So that's very much the hope, and this is what is in our forecasts.
So where do you see, Geraldine, the reflation trade going? Do you worry that actually inflation is coming with, critical mass to worry central banks, or will they just look through it?
Well, I think we need to differentiate two parts of this. We know very well that in the next few months, inflation is going to pick up because of base effect. And I think central banks so far are doing a good job at explaining, look, this is temporary, this is transitionary, and we're going to look through. So the real question for all of us is, where is this CPI rate going to land comes, late 2021, December 2021, and will that push central banks over the edge? Our forecast is certainly that, we will see inflation recede going into the year end, and it's unlikely that central bank all hit their target. And therefore, markets shouldn't worry too much about that. That said, there are some pressure, especially at the wholesale PPI level. And for those who worry about inflation, or for those who worry that we are getting this forecast wrong, and there is an easy way to deal with this, is to buy inflation-protected treasuries. A lot of the juice might have gone because break-even inflation rates are higher. But certainly, if central bank ought to hit their target, there's more to come in the pricing of those, and they can be a neat hedge. So I think, it's about being a bit humble about this, not worry too much, and put some inflation-protected securities in portfolios.
I'm going to steal that phrase from you. I love that. To be a bit humble really sizes it up for me. Geraldine, give us the nuance away from higher inflation, price down, yield up. How do our listeners and viewers defend themselves from the idea of price down given inflation?
Well, I think there is a time when, inflation goes up, and it's a very healthy phenomenon for risky assets in general. Inflation has been too low, and in some way we should rejoice, right? And I think central bank will rejoice as well. I think, it's good for equities, it's good for the economy and all the rest of it. So what would be worrisome is if it gets out of control, and certainly we're a long way from that, a long way from having to worry about this.